Well, in 9 days' time, I'm travelling up to Newcastle to go to a Blake 7 convention, which I'm really looking forward to. And it's a charity event, and I've thought about it would be nice to actually take something up with me to put into the charity auction. And I was thinking about what I could make, but I don't have much time. But I remembered I've got this, right? Now, this is a rifle from Blake 7. It's actually Hunda's rifle, as seen there. Okay. And I made it many years ago because you can totally see what it is. It's a Star Wars Stormtrooper blaster with some extra bits added. All right. And I just put it together as a bit of fun. All right. And I always like researching. And you can see here at the back, there's things that aren't on mine because I've never been able to figure out what that coppery bit is. And on the far side, just here, there's a blobby shape. And I could never figure out what it was. So I just went ahead and I recreated this upper barrel thing, all right, which is metal pipe, plastic pipe. That's a pill bottle at the end with some plastic hard spines. And it was just a bit of fun. I don't think I even did a video on it, did I? It was just a bit of fun, something to do, and consigned it to the attic. And it's like, ooh, I could take that. And I've gone up, and yeah, it needs a bit of restoration. This spine is coming off. The tub is coming off, and it has snapped there. So I need to restore it. I've got 9 days to do it, so that's fine. First thing is dust it all off. Then I've got to repair it. But I'm also thinking, I mean, this was just a bit of fun, something for me to just knock together for my own amusement. Now it's going to be owned by somebody, so I want to put a bit more effort in. So I'm going to, I mean, this series of Blake 7 was all on videotape mainly, and even the stuff that was on film you can't see too well. So I'm going to go my own way with it a bit because, as I say, it's not strictly 100% accurate. So this is another rifle that Hunda's gang were using, all right? So first things first, clean it all up, glue it together, and then I'll decide what extra I'm going to do to it. Okay, so after giving everything a damn good dusting, I've managed to prise all the parts apart. So this is the scope at the top, I guess is what it is. It was just glued in that place there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in there and pin that in place. All right, so I've got to do that. This is the back part. Managed to prise that out. What I'm going to do here is, because these are a little bit too flimsy, I've got a bit of round rod, painted it the gunmetal, and I'm going to put them either side of the fins to just strengthen them. Decided I'm going to actually paint that end as if it is a sight. Okay, and what I've done here is I've just put black into those holes just to make that look like it goes in further. And as I say, I'm going to be doing the hand grip and general variations in colour. So I'll come back with progress, and hopefully it's not such a sunny day and you'll be able to see a bit better. All right, tweaking has finished. I've painted the hand grips black. You might be able to see in the middle there's some different gunmetal colours, and everything's been reassembled. This time though, I've used 5-minute 2-part epoxy glue. So it's held together nice and solidly now. So hopefully it will make the journey up to Newcastle okay, and it will be nice and strong and ready for its new owner. Hopefully it will sell in the auction. One final thing I was going to do on it is that's a pretty horrible grey quarry that Hunda's sitting around in, and I was going to put some grey modelling paste, mud effects on it, but in the end I decided to keep it pristine. So there we go. That is it all tweaked and ready. I'm off to Newcastle today, and the auction's in 3 days' time. Sorry, the convention's in 3 days' time, and it will be going into the auction or the raffle or whatever. I'm not sure what it's going into. This is just my contribution to the convention. So hopefully there'll be a next part to this when I return, and I'll tell you how we got on. So I'm happy to say it did survive the journey up to Newcastle, and it survived the day. Unlike you might recall last year or so, I did another of Blake's Bounty Hunter blasters from the very last episode of Blake 7, and a guy won it in the auction. And he was back. He was up there, fake Blake, I call him, and he was done up in his Blake Bounty Hunter outfit, complete with scar down the side of his face. And he had the blaster, and then halfway through the day, it fell out of his holster and smashed on the floor. So part of the convention I was only listening to because I was sat there. The front had fallen off, a bit of the back had fallen off, and some of the EMA square rod that was around the back had fallen off. Luckily, when they fall off, they leave a little ghost image. You know, the bare plastic is visible, so you can match up which was what. And I couldn't have really done anything about it if it wasn't for my friend Andrew, who was with me. For some reason, always carries around a tube of super glue in his rucksack. So yeah, I spent a little bit of the convention repairing it, and luckily it all went back together again in time for Fake Blake to go into the cosplay competition. I think he came third. So yeah, I'm happy to report that it made its way up there. I'm also happy, as you can see, to say that we got a bidder and a winner. This lovely guy's name is Nick. He won it, and he bid £100 for it. So £100 went to the charity. So thank you, Nick. This is Nick. I asked him if he could emulate Hunda's pose. So there we go. This was quite a short little video, but it was good fun, you know, giving it a tweak and everything and taking it up to the convention. And I'm especially glad it's gone to a real nice guy who's made some money for the charity. So thanks again, Nick. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.